guys, welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Natalie Rydstrom. We are doing our Premier League rundown this week via Hangout. Jamie is away. He will be back with us in a couple of weeks. So it will be from Hangout from now on until then. But the good thing about Hangout is there's like a comment section below, on the side. So please ask away. And you guys might be noticing my t-shirt. Ask SBR hashtag. So in the sort of Twitter or Facebook, any questions, write the question and then put hashtag SBR, ask SBR at the end of it. Guys, thanks for being here.
No problem. Looking forward to it.
Good.
Very professional, Natalie. I'm on the telephone, a bit like on the satellite, like I'm a bit like Donald Trump calling in. So I hope you got a nice picture of me there. Because I've got all of the winners this weekend. Missing you lots, Natalie. Welcome, Nigel. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, JJ. Very well indeed, mate. Over in Spain at the moment, enjoying life over here. It's good.
Oh, yeah,
I think
it's a bit cold, is it?
Yeah, no, you look a bit cold over there. You need to come to Costa Rica. It's like hot and sunny. You might notice my tan.
It's 25 degrees here, but I'm inside at the moment. It's quite chilly in the evening, which is nice.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right, because it's in the evening. Hey, JJ, put your mouth a bit closer to the microphone.
Hang on. Testing. Is that better there, Natalie?
Yes, that's good. That's good, JJ. Good work.
Yeah,
all right. Come on. These guys want to hear our winners. Going to start West Ham versus Crystal Palace. West Ham 2.25, Crystal Palace 3.4, draw 3.5, all those odds with Pinnacle. Obviously, West Ham at home, they're playing a team fighting relegation. They've suffered a few setbacks against Leicester and Man United, and they will be wanting that win. But I think Crystal Palace fighting relegation are going to make it tough. JJ, what do you got for us?
Well, Nigel, this is Nigel's love child. Don't forget Natalie there with West Ham. West Ham at home can be a dangerous team, but equally so Crystal Palace. What I'm doing, I'm going to be taking Crystal Palace on the Asian handicap, and I'm going to be taking them plus half a goal. And I believe I'm getting about 1.85, about 1.90 there with Pinnacle.
All right. Yeah, not a bad bet, actually, JJ. Starting off strong. Nigel, what are you going for?
Well, I quite like that bet. The reason why I like that bet is West Ham star man Dimitri Payet has requested a transfer list today and says he refuses to play for the club ever again. So if he doesn't play, there'll be a massive move against West Ham, a huge move. You've got to remember Sam Allardyce was the manager at West Ham. He was very unfairly treated, he felt. Bringing Crystal Palace back, I think this will be very tight. But Palace are yet to win under their new manager.
Yeah.
Just one win in their last 15 matches. And I can't trust them either. I do like the Asian handicap market. But I think goals going to be very hard to come by here. I'm going for both teams not to score. So both teams to score, no. 2.25. I don't think there's many goals at all. Take Payet out of the side. Who's going to score for West Ham? No one.
Yeah, but you know what? Against Crystal Palace's leaky defence there, I think this is going to be an open match. I like both teams to score, actually. That's my official top tip there, 1.75. So going against you there, Nigel. Jamie, are you trying to say something?
Yeah, what I was saying, Natalie, because I'm only on the telephone here via the satellite with my nice picture that hopefully you got there on the screen. Are we also showing the records on the screen to show me now I should be number one out of the leaderboard? Is the graphic coming up there showing that Nigel's dying away and that JJ's quietly, humbly going to the front?
JJ, there ain't nothing humble about you, my dear, I have to say. No, we don't have the record to show, but I am going to put like a screenshot below. So it will come up, JJ. But I think Nigel's still in the front, I'm afraid.
No, you got to get the figures right there in San Jose, Natalie, because I should now be top. I've been doing the research. Nigel's drifting away. You're very close second. No disgrace to come second to me, but I'm definitely in the top now.
Okay. All right. Tottenham versus West Brom. Moving on. Tottenham 1.33, draw 5.4, West Brom 11. Tottenham 5 wins in a row, undefeated on their turf. Second highest scorers and the second lowest conceders. I'm putting my neck out on this one, I have to say. I'm going to go for Tottenham to keep a clean sheet. West Brom just scored 9 on the road. I think they'll keep a clean sheet on that one, but I'm a little bit nervy about this bet. I have to say it's not one of my most confident. Nige, what are you going for?
Well, Tottenham are doing really well at the moment. I think they're just going about their business nicely. That big win last week in Chelsea, in the last Premier League weekend against Chelsea, was a huge boost for them. They've got goals in them since Harry Kane returned. Their last 8 wins have all been won by more than one goal. And I think they'll beat West Brom, and I think they'll beat West Brom comfortably. I've been a big West Brom fan. Last week, they let me down in the FA Cup, but I think this week, Tottenham will beat them. I think they've beaten them well. I like Tottenham a lot for this game. I think Tottenham minus 1.5 in the Asian handicap at 1.91 is a decent bet. I fancy Tottenham to win and Tottenham to win well as well.
Yeah, that's actually was one of my bets as well. All right, JJ, last but not least.
I'll tell you what, I've actually got to agree with Nigel there. He's actually talking a lot of sense. I know that we've been saying that West Brom's a bit of our team and has made us money this year, but I do believe that Tottenham are too good. I agree with everything that Nigel's saying there. I'm also playing Tottenham minus 1.5 goals. Okay, do you get that? Testing?
Yes. Loud and clear, JJ, loud and clear. Tottenham minus 1.5. All right, interesting matchup. We're excited about this one. Leicester versus Chelsea. Obviously, current champs hosting favourites to win the Premier League. Chelsea, very nicely priced. I don't know why, Nigel, maybe you can help me out on that one, but I think you can get them now for about 1.65. The draw for around 4, Leicester 6, all those odds with Pinnacle. I just think the straight Chelsea win has got to be played in this match. That's what I'm going to go for. Nigel?
I'm not so sure, I think 1.65 is very, very short about this Chelsea side. They didn't play very well against Stoke. They got absolutely battered by Tottenham. Tottenham are brilliant, I must admit. But Leicester, they're going about their business okay at home. They've only lost once in the last 6 matches, which included a 4-2 win against Man City. Mm-hmm. And they produced their performance of the season last week in the FA Cup. With a 2-1 win at Everton, JJ's club. I think this is a lot closer than the bookies suggest. I wouldn't back Chelsea at 1.65. And one thing I do fancy is goals. Both teams to score, here's a bet, but I'm going for over 2.5 goals, which is 191. And in the 2 matches they played this season, over 2.5 goals was coming in both games. So goals for me, I can't see anything other than a few goals.
Goals!
JJ. Okay. You going for goals there, JJ?
I'm actually not talking a lot about. Well, I mean, he's right on the price there, 1.65, 1.60, I think, at the moment with Bet365. I'm actually going to be taking the champions of England. I mean, this is a price that you cannot resist. I've got to take Leicester, 5.75. It's a 5:30 game, the night game there on the Saturday night. The Fox will be fired up. I'll be fired up. So I'm taking Leicester to win. 5.75, just quietly, humbly going to the top of the leaderboard.
Well, the only thing is that I'm worried about with your bet, Nigel, is that Chelsea have the joint strongest road defence. But Leicester at home and Vardy's back, obviously. I'm sure he'll be itching for a goal there. So, yeah, not a bad bet. Whether I go for the straight Chelsea win, you can actually get that for around 6 there, JJ, if you shop at Pinnacle. You're saying Bet365. Pinnacle has it for 6. So shop around for your odds so you can quietly and humbly take over the leaderboard.
Yeah, that's right, Natalie. Good advice there. Very special welcome and hello to my friends at Pinnacle. Moving on, Nat.
Burnley versus Southampton. Obviously, Burnley, a different animal on their turf, winless on the road, but at home they are comfortable. Obviously, the reverse match saw 3-1 to Saints, but again, that was Burnley on the road. I'm actually going to take Burnley double chance. There's enough value there to take Burnley's 3.5. There's enough value to take Burnley and the draw. I do think Burnley's going to get something out of this. Humble JJ, what are you going for?
Well, I'd actually like to pass the floor to Nigel on this one. So I reckon that Nigel is passing. What are you doing, Nigel?
No, I'm not passing at all. I don't pass on anything when Burnley play at home. They're my team of the season so far at home.
There you
22
go.
of the 23 points this season I've done on their home turf. They've got a great record as well. Southampton did have a big win in midweek, but the teams that play midweek in the cup matches, I never back them on the weekend. And I think 3.6 is a huge price of Burnley on the win market. I do like Natalie's coming from the double chance, the Asian handicap, getting with them plus a half a goal. But I think Burnley underrated again by the layers. they've won 7 games or 8, 7 of their 10 games this season. They've only been beaten by Manchester United and Arsenal and Swansea on the opening day of the season. Big wins they've had. They'll get another win in this one as well.
Yeah.
Captain
You're going for this. You're going for the straight win then, are you, Nigel?
They're 3.6. Great win. They're 3.6. What's obvious about that?
Captain Obvious. You're wrong, and wrong again. What we're going to see here, you're jumping on the Burnley bandwagon. You're talking like an absolute Captain Obvious. Why are the bookies bothering and taking bets if it's so obvious? It's not going to happen, my friends. What we are going to see here is a Southampton win, and we're getting above 2.25. Absolutely brilliant. Again, just another notch on the leaderboard for me.
All right. That was humble JJ going for the Southampton. I agree with you, Nige. I think Burnley are definitely getting something out of this.
It's too much of a Captain Obvious playing that. Everyone
we're going for the underdogs, JJ. How is that Captain Obvious?
Because also as well, do not think and fall into the illusion that every play is because of the price. Great price. They will all be playing Burnley. They'd be wrong. They're going to lose all their money. My friends, the bookies, and me will be cleaning up.
All right. Well, there's always a first for everything, JJ. So maybe it will happen.
Well, it's happening in a moment because once you get those graphics sorted out.
Okay. Watford versus Middlesbrough. Watford 2.5, Middlesbrough 3.2, draw 3.25. The reverse 1-0 to Watford at Middlesbrough. But Watford are plagued with injuries right now. I think I'm going to have to go, unfortunately, for a pass in this one. It is one of my only passes, if not the only pass on this one. Nigel, what are you going for?
2 very inconsistent sides. I think Watford are side in big trouble. I think they can get relegated this season. Middlesbrough not so good away from home. Can't trust even at the prices. Watford, as you say, completely decimated by injuries. Not winning games. The manager's fallen out with the star man and captain Troy Deeney. For me, it's a no play. I can't trust the 2 of them at the prices. It wouldn't surprise me to see it being unders. Wouldn't surprise me to see it's 0-0 draw. But at the prices, it's a no play for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No play. Jamie.
Well, I mean, it's right, actually. It's probably only played. I always play 10 plays, as you know. I don't like to bottle it. I don't like to choke. However, on this game, I have to pass. I'm even looking at the undermarket. I've seen the undermarket. This one is like 1.5. I'm actually interested in that. But, I mean, I'm not going to play it. I mean, no, there's no bet for me. And that's unlike me. I don't pass a lot of bets like Nigel does. But on this one, I do have to pass.
I love those little digs that you sneak in there.
I'm top of the leaderboard. He isn't.
Yeah, that's all those little things. That's actually the very first pass you've done all season, JJ. So that really must be
exactly.
avoidable.
I mean, it's got to be something to stay away from if I'm staying away from it.
Okay. All right. So it's a Watford versus Middlesbrough pass game from all of us. Very interesting there. The first time we've all passed a game at the same time. Hull versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth 2.3, Hull 3.3, draw 3.5. Hull, desperate need for points there. Bottom of the table. They host 9 plays Bournemouth, but Bournemouth do struggle on the road. They've got the same road wins as Hull does home wins. I'm not a draw player, I have to say. I am always nervous about that bet, but I'm just thinking whether draw is something that should be taken if we're playing the outrights. But I'm actually going to play both teams to score. 1.77 10 bet. Bournemouth do concede 19 in total. Hull have scored just 11 on the road. It averages just over a goal a game, but against Bournemouth's leaky defence, I think both teams to score is an awesome bet for this match. Nigel, what are you going for?
I'm disagreeing with you. I think Hull are defensively well organised under this new manager, Marcus Silva. I thought they played well against Manchester United, only losing 2-0. They did beat Swansea at the weekend in the FA Cup. And I thought they don't offer any goal threat. That's the problem. And it wouldn't surprise me to see any outcome and the result of this one. It really wouldn't. But it wouldn't. I just think under 2.5 goals a bet here at 1.91. Like you say, Bournemouth's away form is shocking. They've lost 4 of their last 5 away from home. They've had some big wins at home, but away from home they're not good enough. And I think this could be. I think Hull will be a very defensive side under this Portuguese manager. He idolises Jose Mourinho. You could see from the team they played against Manchester United, he stood out very strong defensively to hit them on the counter attack. He's going to be a very negative manager, and I think we'll see a different hole now under this guy. And I think under 2.5 goals is about 191.
Interesting. JJ, what are you thinking?
Again, I think it'd be a very cagey game. Nigel was talking a little bit of sense again. He's learning. We're into week whatever we're into. He's starting to get what's going on and getting a bit of a grip. I do agree with him. However, Bournemouth are too strong. They will get the job done. You're getting over even money. I'm looking here on the exchanges. Nigel will like this. I'm looking at the money flows, Nigel, and it's all indicating a Bournemouth win 2.15.
Oh, you're going for the straight Bournemouth win, are you?
Absolutely.
Interesting. Okay, so Bournemouth win under 2.5 goals. I'm going both teams to score. Sunderland versus Stoke. Obviously, Sunderland come from a confident 2-2 draw against Liverpool. They are now obviously at home hosting Stoke. Stoke are a tough team to visit. But I think that Sunderland can get something out of this, and they're priced sort of currently 3.1 there. Let me just double check. Sunderland, 3.1.
Sunderland's at home, Nat. You got that, right?
What?
Sunderland are at home.
Yes, I've said that. Sunderland versus Stoke.
There was a delay there on the satellite. I thought you said Stoke were at home there for a minute.
It's not satellite, it's the internet, JJ.
Well, anyway, on the satellite, I'll get straight into this one. I believe Sunderland can get something from this game. I'm actually going to take them on the Asian handicap plus half a goal. And I'll be getting 1.8, 1.85. What do you reckon, Nigel?
I think this is a very, very difficult game to call. I think Sunderland are very, very poor this season, but at home they've started to do well. I think they've unbeaten their last 5 matches. They've only one win in their last 6 away from home. They did, however, beat Sunderland 2-0 in a reverse fixture. This is my only other pass in the week. 2 passes for me. Only one for you this season, but I'm not going to have a bet in this game. I think it's a very difficult game to call. I can make a case for all 3 options, and for that reason, I'm sitting firmly on the fence. No bet for me.
Yeah, on the fence, you sit. Well, I'm actually taking the Sunderland and the draw. I think that Sunderland will get something out of this. 1.62, not a vast amount, but I think that one's going to come through. Sunderland draw, no. Sunderland and the draw, double chance. Okay, moving on. Swansea, but you're saying something, JJ?
No, nothing, Natalie.
Something to add?
Just listen intently. Very good advice there.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Swansea versus Arsenal. This actually is my banker of the weekend. I absolutely love this. What? No.
No, when you use that word banker, lock, guarantee, it never is. Go on.
Well, now I feel really confident going in. Actually, it is, JJ. My bankers are actually very good. So Swansea versus Arsenal. Arsenal, I think there's tremendous value, and I don't really know why they're priced. Let's have a look and see if they've shifted since 1.53, so it's going up. Now, Arsenal, obviously, they scored 23 goals on the road, averages out to about 2.3 goals a match. They're playing Swansea, who concede the most, 45. I think this is going to be a goal fest. But I am actually going to play, I like the over 2.5 goals. I like Arsenal -1, 1.83. So if Arsenal only win by 1 single goal, I get my money back. The bet is void. If they win by 2 goals, which they should do, 1.83, and that is a winner from me. JJ.
Well, thank you for clarifying that. Now, I would have never known that's what it was.
Not for you, JJ. It's for our viewers that might not know, and I actually get a lot of questions about the Asian handicap.
Well, that's very good. You put it very clearly, concisely, and with a lot of confidence. And I'm actually with you. I'm actually taking Arsenal as well. Minus the 1 goal. I know that is your team, Nigel. I get confused. West Ham. Is that your one or?
Yes, my team. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we going for on this, my friend?
I agree with you guys. I think Arsenal will be far too strong. I think they've got so many goals in this side. They had that little blip just before Christmas, but since then they've unbeaten in their last 4. Scored 8 goals in that period against the leakiest defence in the Premier League. I'm going a little bit stronger than you. I'm going to go for Arsenal -1.5. I think the price.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Can you explain how that works then, Nigel, with the -1.5?
Well, as long as Arsenal win by more than one goal, JJ, as long as they win by more than one goal, we win. So more than one goal, we are winners. And Arsenal will win this game by more than one goal.
No, but that's -1, -1.5. They've got to win by 2 goals, but there's no backup on that. So -1.5, they've got to win by 2 goals. That's how that works. Did you get that, JJ?
Nigel, what are you going to say?
No.
As long as Arsenal win by more than one goal, we win. This is right.
2 goals.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9.
If they win by
they've got to win 2-0. -1.5. They've got to win 2-0.
That's what he's saying. That
Yeah,
as long as they win by more than one goal.
Oh, okay.
He's actually right.
Moving on now quickly.
Moving on now. Come on, we haven't got all day.
All right, so we're now on Sunday's matches, and boy, have we got 2 crackers on Sunday. I know exactly what I will be doing. Actually, I'm filming tennis on Sunday here at SBR, so you guys want to check into that. But the first one is Everton, JJ's team, versus Manchester City. I'm going to take one guess, JJ, for what you're going for, and I bet it begins with an E and ends with an N.
Exactly right. I couldn't come up with the N word, but what it is, absolutely, Everton get the job done. It's at Goodison Park. The Goodison faith will be fired up. I cannot believe that the bookie is giving me a whopping. Looking at the exchanges here. What do you think, Nigel?
You meant to say 4
not for
points.
me. Everton last week in the FA Cup only won 3 in their last 12. City scoring goals. City produced their best performance of the season last week against West Ham in the FA Cup, winning 5-0. Scored in their 6 games they played recently, scored 16 goals. Aguero's back, which is almost for anyone. I fancy both teams to score, though. I think there's going to be goals in this game. It's going to be a real cracker.
Yeah.
I think Manchester City will win it, but I'm going for both teams to score in this one as my banker at 1.66.
Yeah, I like the Man City win, to be honest with you, 1.85. JJ obviously has backed Everton every single match. I'm sure you're not in profit with backing Everton all season. But listen, maybe they
will be in profit here. Price like that, Natalie, once they get the job done this week, I'm telling you.
Well, I'm going for Man City. Sound as much as that's the crackers. Oh, I'm going for Man City. I like the win 1.85, but to get a little bit more value there, I'm going to go for Man City and the over 1.5 goals. 2.1, like those odds very much. Over doubling your money. All right, saving the best until last. Drum roll. Man United. Man United versus Liverpool. One of the biggest fixtures in the Premier League ever. Manchester United 2.2, draw 3.5, Liverpool 3.5. I'm just going to back my home team on this one, Manchester United, to get the job done. They're looking strong. It's a must win. Man United under confidence, 6 wins in a row. Liverpool obviously come from that 2-2 Sunderland draw. Surely a knock to their confidence. Obviously the last 2 meetings though, 0-0 and 1-1. But I think Manchester United are going to nick it here. What are you going for, JJ?
Well, I got to agree with you. The only thing that worries me, Liverpool had that disappointing result there in the Cup the other day. They've obviously been preparing for this game. However, I've got to agree with you. I did say that Manchester United would be the champions of England this year on an earlier video. That was my futures bet. And I believe they do get the job done and Liverpool choke it. What do you think, Nigel?
I think this is going to be really, really tight. And I think it's going to be a classic by any imagination. I think unders is the way to play. I think this is going to be hardly anything in it. It was 0-0 in the last game. I think these 2 managers will cancel each other out. And I think the match has a huge impact. I think the whole match has a massive impact how Chelsea get on at the weekend. If Chelsea win, then I think they have to go out and really take the game to it. But if Chelsea get hold by Leicester or they lose to Leicester, then it's always going to be a bad result for these 2 sides. So I think you're going to have to take into account what happens on the Saturday to what's going to happen in this game. But just before the game, I would say this is going to be close. I mean, Mourinho and Klopp, very different styles. And I've seen when Klopp goes up against Mourinho in the past, he goes a little bit more defensively. Man United are the form team in the country, 9 wins on the bounce. Can they make it 10? Liverpool need to bounce back from 2 disappointing cup matches in midweek and against Plymouth in the FA Cup. And I just think this is going to be very, very, very tight. I think under 2.5 goals is the way I'm playing.
Yeah, I do like the under, but I do disagree with both being happy with the draw. I don't think either team would like to walk away with the draw in this one. I think they both want to win it just by the rivalry between these two teams. And actually, comments here as well.
Rivalry,
yeah, but it looks like as well the profit predictions and Charles Darwin both going for Manchester United win. Come on. Yes, I think they're going to do it. All right. That rounds it up, guys. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And
so what's this? This is on the old Twitter, is it?
No, this is like the comment section on the side of the video. You can't see it because you're on your phone.
Because you can follow me at JJ is a winner on the Twitter.
Yes, you certainly can. JJ is a winner is his Twitter handle. And then we've got Seeley_Nigel is Nigel's. And I think mine's just Natalie Rydstrom. Mine's quite simple. I ran out of creativity when I was choosing my name. Natalie Rydstrom, that's mine.
All right, fair enough, that.
Okay, guys, as always a pleasure, always a laugh. JJ, hurry back soon. Nigel, enjoy Spain, and I'll see you guys next week.
All right, mate. Hasta luego.
Take care.
Hasta luego.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.